because sometimes you didn't know much about what you're supposed to do, but you tried hard. And when I came home, I resumed practice with my father, and not long after I'd returned, 5 Italian sisters who were patients of my father by acquaintance, and my father had a very general practice, came in, and there were either 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember, but I know there were more than 2 or 3. They had a very unusual problem. They had terrible migraine with their menstrual period, and even morphine would not stop it. This would continue, and they'd have to take the children out of the house because noise made it worse. They couldn't have any food cooking because the smell of food would make it worse. They couldn't have any lights on because the lights made it worse. And then after 5 days of terrible migraine that morphine would not relieve, they'd throw up this evil smelling bile, and then they'd be good for another 25 days, and it would happen all over again. And I've written about this, and I've talked about it, so some of you are familiar, but some may not be. My father said, "You take care of them." So I tried to take care of them, and after 2 or 3 months of seeing them once or twice a week with not much success, my father said to me, "How you come with those Italian sisters?" I said, "No good." He said, "Well, you're not going to help that. That's all hereditary. That's in their blood. They're all related. They're all between 25 and 35. That's the problem." And I said, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" He said, "You're supposed to get them better." And I said, "You're talking in riddles." He says, "No, I'm not." He says, "How many times have I told you to listen to what they say?" And I said, "Yes, you've told me that many times." And he says, "And what do they say?" "Well, they say they have this terrible migraine headache with their menstrual period, and morphine doesn't help it, and they have it for 5 days. You have to take the kids out of the house. Noise makes it worse. No lights on. Lights make it worse. Can't have any food cooking. Smell of food makes it worse. And then after 5 days, they throw up this evil smelling bile, and then they're good for another 25 days. That's what they say." And my father says, "Don't you see?" And I said, "No, I don't. And right now, I'm not."